Go.
Is it right for British drivers to participate in the Bahrain Grand Prix when a pro-democracy movement is raging?
This row over whether the Grand Prix on Sunday should take place with the pro-democracy demonstrations going on, and the Indian team apparently today having to take refuge because their car was firebombed on their way back from practice. George Galloway, what do you think?
No, there's blood on the tracks, and anyone who drives over them, anyone who sponsors the teams that are driving over them, will never be forgiven. And the massacre, because it is a massacre, in Bahrain, in proportion to Bahrain's population, which is very small, is bigger than the death rate in any of these Arab revolutions. If it were in Egypt, it would be the equivalent of 12,000 dead people. And yet, the King of Bahrain is coming to Windsor Castle at our expense to take luncheon with the Queen to celebrate her Diamond Jubilee. David Cameron entertained that King in 10 Downing Street, and now Formula One, in the peculiar form of Bernie Ecclestone, the former funder of Mr. Blair and New Labour, thinks that it's fitting to run a sporting event through the flames that nearly engulfed the Indian team today, and across tracks that are stained with the blood of people who are asking for a vote, asking to be able to elect their government. The Prime Minister of Bahrain has been the Prime Minister since 1960, before the Beatles. And the Beatles are 40 years gone. He's been the Prime Minister for 52 years, and nobody elected him.
So you want it cancelled? Saeed Avasi.
Well, the FIA takes the decision about where it should take the Grand Prix. It's not a decision that's taken by the government. We can give advice in relation to the political situation there and in relation to the security situation there, and we've seen challenges around that security situation. But the government can't stop British drivers from taking part in a Grand Prix. That has got to be their decision, just like we can't stop businesses from operating out there, just like we can't stop travellers from travelling out there.
What about the visit to Windsor Castle, if it's right, and the relationship with David Cameron?
Well, the decision for the King to attend the Queen's Diamond Jubilee is a decision taken by the royal family.
It's not.
Of course it is advice. Of course,
the Prime Minister advises on these matters.
Of course the Prime Minister advises upon that decision. I accept that. But it is a decision that ultimately has to be taken by the royal family. And if it's a decision, if the Queen has decided that on her Diamond Jubilee she would like certain people present at that celebration, then I really think we can stop being kind of mean about it and allow the Queen to have her Diamond Jubilee and allow the
the man in the fourth row there.